Welcome to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy, and today we are getting straight into new spring DIY. So let's hop right into the video.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to take these two pieces. You saw these in my thrift haul that I did on Thursday, and I will link that for you right here in the cards and down in the description box. They were $2.99 each. I'm going to take cake batter by DIY, and I'm going to coat this candle holder. It was beautiful on its own, but I've been watching Jamie Ray Vintage a lot, and she doubles up colors, and I didn't even think about that when distressing. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm just taking my chip brush. We're going to coat it with the cake batter. Now I'm going over it with Farm Fresh, and I'm just doing my little stippling. You guys know I like to stipple, stapple, but you're just going to put that over the entire thing. You're probably like, why are we painting twice? But you will see. After that dries, I'm going to take a baby wipe. You can do a wet cloth, totally up to you. And we are going to distress it down. So this is an amazing way of getting two contrasting colors that look beautiful with each other instead of just painting on top of that original candle holder and getting the white. I am now able to see this beautiful cake batter yellow underneath that Farm Fresh, which looks absolutely stunning. Now, if I wanted to see some of the original color, all I would have to do is rub a little harder on the surface of this candle holder and I can get some of like that cream color to come through, but I really just wanted the yellow to come through on this. So I'm going to hit all of the details here as much as you want, as little or as much. Now I'm going to grab my clear wax by DIY and I'm going to clear the entire candle holder. Now, I don't know why I feel like I need to keep telling you it's a candle holder, but okay. So it looks dark right now, and it's always going to look dark when you apply the clear wax. But after you allow it to cure overnight, it lightens back up. It doesn't completely lighten back up to this color, but it does lighten up a lot. So I'm not going to put the clear wax on the very top. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because I didn't want it to interfere with my super glue. So I'm taking my Star Bond, and then I am taking, oh, that's Hank. Sorry. Hot glue, and I'm going to get that as straight or as centered as possible. One of y'all already bought this on my website, so thank you so very much. And this is like heavy duty glass. This is very heavy. Now I'm going to take some Spanish moss and we're going to create our own little bird's nest. So I like to gather it and then I like to kind of roll it in on those edges to create a nest, and then I mix some, reindeer moss in there as well. I'm going to take these little eggs from Hobby Lobby, place those in there, and you guys, what an amazing way to turn a, $6 $6 thrift items into something gorgeous and updated, and the colors. I love this cake batter with the Farm Fresh. It looks gorgeous. You can see how it lightened back up as well. And this is going to make a beautiful piece in her home. I can't wait. Okay, so now we have this little piece. This is actually from Dollar Tree, you guys. And I saw it on the floor and I was like, you know what? I could use that and make a sign with it. So I pre-made some resin molds, and I have tons of videos on how I make these, you guys. I will link some in the description box, and I'll try and remember to link one up above. I'm just trying to find my placement here. The sign itself isn't pretty even, so I'm doing the best that I can. I am going to put some wood glue on here, and I'm going to grab a brush and just smooth that down so I don't have it coming out from underneath my mold and getting everywhere. And I'm going to do that to the right side as well. And then I also have just a little mold that is right on top of those bunny ears. and I am going to lay that down as well. Now I am going to take my resin letters. You guys, if you have any advice for me, if you are mold people, pouring the resin into these tiny letter molds is one hot mess, and I can never seem to do a lot of them at once because then the resin starts hardening up because you have to be like so careful pouring it into these little things. So anyways, if any of you have any ideas, let me know. And if you guys hear the baby crying, if you hear loud noises, my husband is working upstairs and I'm trying to put the baby down. So after that, I'm going to take that same Farm Fresh color, just a chippy brush. I love that the bristles of a chippy brush can get into all of the nooks and crannies here. And I am going to completely cover the front of it. I do the sides of it, and I do the back of it as well. And you guys, can you believe this was a Dollar Tree sign? I was so excited when I saw this. I was like, man, there's a rabbit on there. We're turning it. All right. Look at how beautiful that dries down. Do you see how gorgeous that is? Okay, so now I'm taking clear wax. And the reason I did clear wax was because I was not sure if I wanted to take some of the white alchemy wax or a white wax. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to put the clear wax down. That way it's either done or at least my wax that I put on top of it is going to be a little bit more movable. And I decided to put the white wax on. So I am going to put that all over our sign. And I'm going to get it all into the details. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and I do wipe the excess off. But when I wiped the excess off, I wasn't loving it. I wanted more of that white on the molds. So I end up going back in with the brush and I'm brushing it once again and just adding more of that white in there. And I'm going to put the original twine back in, and this turned out so darn gorgeous. The color, the details of these molds can literally transform anything they go on. It is insane. I love this, and let me know what you think about it.
Stopping back in to make sure you guys are enjoying the content and to introduce myself. My name is Sammy Veltri. I like to dabble in a little bit of everything. Thrift store, Dollar Tree, IOD, wood signs, you name it. I will probably try it on this channel. So make sure to like, subscribe, and then drop your girl a comment. It's an absolutely free way you can help me out here on YouTube. And you guys, all of my links are down in the description box for you. We got a Facebook group. We got a Facebook business page where I go live every Thursday. TikTok, Instagram, all of it's down below. All right, guys. Whoo, that was winded. Let's go ahead and get back into this video.
We have this beautiful Avon planter from like 1984. I found this actually like a year ago or something and never did anything with it. What I did do first was coat it with clear matte by Rust-Oleum. Anytime I do anything with glass or metal, I coat it with that first so that it gives something for the paint to attach to. And I'm going to do the same concept as we did on the first DIY. I am going to coat the entire thing with Farm Fresh. I'm just going to do a messy coat. Does not have to be nice and neat because we are covering it with that second coat of paint. And keep in mind, you could do this with any kind of color combo. Just depends on what you want to see. Now, when I added the cake batter to the top of this, I was like, oh, trust the process, because it was looking a little crazy at first, I'm not going to lie. But I just went with it. I coated the entire thing. I am doing this stippling motion here. I let it completely dry, and then I take that baby wipe once again. I actually did this one before I did the first DIY, so this was like my first like go at it, and I was so impressed. I loved seeing that Farm Fresh come through on the feathers. It was so gorgeous. Do you see that? And you can see like how softly I am rubbing on that surface paint, the cake batter color, and I'm able to see the Farm Fresh. Now, if I wanted to see the white, all I would have to do is rub a little harder, and then I can see, you know, multiple colors if you wanted to go that route. But I just wanted to see the Farm Fresh, so I'm just going over the details that I know would naturally wear. Now I'm taking that DIY clear wax, And we're not going to stop there. We are going to try something else today. You guys, I'm all about learning, okay? Right with you guys. I got this dark and decrepit dust, and I put the clear wax on. Now I'm kind of stippling that into the places that if this was outside, that dirt would like naturally settle in. You guys, I like my stuff nasty dirty, okay? I do. I like it all like old looking. That's my jam. So I am putting that in there. You're going to let this dry overnight, and then you'll just dust the excess of the dark and decrepit dust off. And this gives it such a beautiful, like authentic, worn look to it. And look at how gorgeous this is. This is available as of right now on my website for purchase. Look at those two little ducks. And I mean, the farm fresh peeking through, it's absolutely perfection. Look at those little guys. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys love these new techniques I'm showing. And I wanted to show you, since we talked about the website, I do have a website, unicorndustdesigns.com. I have some of my upcycled DIYs that I'll be posting more of now. And I also have my Shop My Junk. Yes, a lot of it's sold out, but I am replenishing it every single week. And we have Thrifted Thursdays now. So make sure you pay attention to that. And I also have SVG files, bleached flannels and shirts, all that. So that link will be down in the description box for you. Now, okay, you guys, this one's kind of crazy and I didn't know if I wanted to add it, but I was just feeling very artistic and colorful. So I thought I would just throw this in here. So I am taking these images I found on graphicfairy.com. I will find them and link them for you in the description box. And I'm taking these eggs from a Dollar Tree sign. I'm going to take liquid patina and I am going to put a nice smooth coat onto this egg, and I'm going to place my image down. After that, I just sand the excess around the egg to get the rest of the paper off. I don't show it though. And then I take that liquid patina once again and I put it over my image to seal that in. I'm going to do the same thing with this egg as well. And then I'm going to take this alchemy wax. I don't remember the color off the top of my head. I get this from Bonda at thepaintedheirloom.com, and it is gorgeous. The pops of colors that these come in are absolutely insane. And when I found this image, I knew this was the color I wanted to do with it. So this is definitely a DIY for those of you that like a little color in your life. So I am going to take a brush and I am going to paint my mold. And I say paint because they almost act like it, because once you put it on, you can't wipe it off. It's not like a creamy wax, I guess I don't know how to explain it. And then I'm going to dust it with gilded gold. Now, I didn't have enough paper on the side. So to cover that up, I took Truffle by Waverly and I'm just stippling it around the egg. It almost looks like it belonged there, like it was framed out. And then I take the gilded gold wax and I put that on top of there because I want to tie all of this in. Next, I'm going to take our molds. I'm going to take my Starbond super glue and I'm going to put that on the top. It covers the like wording that was there. Sorry about my big head. And for the second, that's Montgomery. So for this one, I thought this one looked more kind of like dark and vintagey, so I decided to go with Truffle, and I am going to paint this entire thing. And do you see those little bitty birds? I'm going to paint the truffle as well. Then take in the gilt, I want to call it gilded gold wax. Gilded gold wax from DIY that I get from Upcycle by Bree. I am going to dust that on top of them and then get my super glue and place one on the bottom. And then we are going to super glue our little birds to the top. And these are just so different and quirky. I don't know if it's anybody's style, but I didn't care. I was like, you know what? I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't like do what what my heart told me to do. So now I'm taking, that sounded so corny, you guys. Anyways, these are like leather. I don't even know what that was, but I made a loop and then glued it. And then we're going to cover our backs because that's how we do. And then I'm going to sand the excess off around it. Oh my gosh. Can you tell everybody is home right now? And look at how cool these eggs look. I wanted to put like a tassel hanging down from it, but once I completed these, I just couldn't envision it. I got all the stuff out to do it, but I don't know. It just wasn't in my mind working. So let me know what you think about these. I hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait to do more spring DIYs for you because it is one of my absolute favorite seasons to decorate for. I appreciate you all so much, and make sure to check the links down in the description box.
The sunshine makes me look pretty. Doing that workout, you know. Ready, set, DIY, so let's go ahead and hop into the video. No pun intended. I see you looking at, that's all I know about it. Okay.